I have much pleasure in announcing that the host for the 2014 Commonwealth Games will be Glasgow.
That was when we got it. I was there.
Well, I think it's really good to have the Commonwealth Games brought to Glasgow, and especially the East End, because I believe it will bring a lot of regeneration to the area.
It's good for the East End of Glasgow, bringing this to the East End of Glasgow, but why the East End of Glasgow? That's my main concern. It's not exactly, we're not the most healthiest or keep fit people in the world, so why pick the East End of Glasgow?
The games aren't going to be here for that long, they're only here for 2 weeks, so let's think about what's going to happen after the games, what different ways you're going to take the venues and take the different locations that they're going to be hosting from.
Well, I know the Commonwealth Games are coming and the changes I hope for the good. A lot of people are saying hope it's for the good, for the housing, and I do believe they're stepping up the policing, which is going to make the area better.
People have been moving out of here for years and then coming back again and then going back out again, but the place is all derelict or in the back here if you've been running. Down Sunnybank Street, you've been following that. Well, that used to all be houses down there, and people were all quite happy there. There were houses like that, the corporation houses. It was a great wee place at one time.
At the moment it's no safe, to let your kids out here, it's derelict. And the councillors and the housing association don't seem to be doing anything about it.
Well, I used to own my house in the area on Sunnybank Street, and then when we went under compulsory purchase, I moved into the corporation houses.
See, a lot of the people that moved out of here, they've moved them to places like Parkhead and Brigden. And it's been a well-known fact that the people fae here didn't like Parkhead or Brigden that now staying it, and that goes for the same for there.
People are expecting a lot. They're expecting houses to go up. The roads, the roads are a disgrace. The pavements are a disgrace. They're looking for all these things to be sorted out.
Good economy, great job, like I say, and for me, personally, is I opened this shop because of I found out about the Commonwealth Game going to be, started here. All the shop, all the hotel, all the village game going to be start building. So I think for me, going to be, well, good business for me.
The jobs that the jobs that working class are likely to entail are going to be really quite poor. Do you know what I mean? Personally, my brother is a very well educated man. Went to university, went to college, went to university, and was working as a taxi driver. Do you know what I mean?
Then again, I think they might make it harder for me to get my licence. They give me a kind of hard time. Everyone's legal, it's health checks and licence, but I think they're going to make it harder to get your licence. Because I think the lights will want me off the street when they start doing this up here. I don't think with the tourists come here they want me on the street.
Yes, they're talking to us about ripping our shops down, and we think it's a total disgrace because my great-granda and his dad was up these buildings. Hitler didn't know what he's done, so it was right there, these bombs that's come to date this, for these stinking games that's going to be here in a fortnight. This building stood for over 100 years. and I think it should be stand. It could stand for another 100.
Also, the cost of living in local shops, is that going to rise? Then for these people who are living in poverty, are they going to be able to afford things in local shops and things like that?
Well, I really hope that the people that live in East End will take up the initiative to seek work within the Commonwealth Games, and I really hope that it will bring people to try and get work.
When the Commonwealth does come, regarding, it does bring finances, but usually find it's the middle class, and the upper classes, I'm sorry to say, that benefit from it, you know what I mean?
And they should even allocate a certain amount of people from the East End to work in these jobs that they are supposedly be offering. Otherwise there'd be no point whatsoever of bringing the Commonwealth Games to the East End.
Because it's happened at Commonwealth Games before, that the correct procedures haven't been put in place before the games have started, which means afterwards there's no very much left for the local community to take control of.
And my main concern is when the regeneration is done, our local area is not going to be counted for funding for projects, and we work off these projects and things. This is what keeps us in our jobs, getting this kind of funding. So what's going to happen with the local children? Are they going to be just hanging about the streets if we don't get our funding after they've regenerated our area because we're no longer living in poverty?
Depends if everything is for everybody in the community, not just to suit one age group or whatever, to suit the whole community.
I mean, we've got wee lasses at 4 and 5. There's nothing in this community, nothing in Bristol community
for them at all.
Because we're younger and we're looking forward to maybe taking part and being there, rather than other people are just like, oh, it's just some big event that's going to be there.
So they should have facilities for kids to do something, and then that way if there's a sports centre there, then the kids will get somewhere to go, something to do. Do you know what I mean? My daughter's the Muay Thai British champion 2 years running, and it's a Commonwealth sport, and that would give her somewhere to go and practice through the week or even compete in the games. And I think it'd be a great opportunity for a lot of the kids around here rather than sitting bored on a Friday night, drinking or taking drugs, whereas there's opportunities in the Commonwealth Games.
It lets you look forward to something like that and lets you kind of be somebody, if you know what I mean, rather than just like...
Gives you something to aim for.
It's good.
If the community take control of it themselves, they take a sense of ownership of it, which means they then look after it in turn, you know what I mean?
Build a whole community into Brisbane again, and plenty of shops where they can shop near hand and not have to travel away to the other end of the city to get their messages and that. I think that will be a good thing. If they help Brisbane, I'm all for it.
I would like to think that the rest of the whole of Glasgow, when these Commonwealth Games come, and I sincerely hope that they are a success. I sincerely hope that they are a success. But I hope that they'll have a better light and a better insight to the people in East End, because their hearts are all in the right place.